Hello and welcome back to the Nasty Metal Producer channel here at YouTube, and welcome to another album review. Now today's album review goes to, of course, the second full-length album from a band I am definitely brand new to. That's, of course, is Catalano, who, of course, are based out of Australia and were, of course, formed in 2014. Now, I'm getting some of this information off their Spirit of Metal page here, which is a site that I normally don't go to all the time. It's usually either Metal Archives or at times maybe Wikipedia or Discogs. But in this case, it was Spirit of Metal. So again, according to this page, they were formed in 2014, and of course, they're based out of Melbourne, Australia. And of course, again, this is their second full-length album, and again, it's titled Nightfighter. If I hadn't said that already, which of course was released back in February 29th, digitally. Actually, there seems to be no physical copy for this album. And I guess it could be the same thing for the very first album, Dark Skies, which was released in 2016. And of course, as far as when it comes to band members, the band name is actually taken from the vocalist here, which is Rox Catalano. And I hope that's the way I'm actually pronouncing it. So I'm trying to think of anything else here, and I think that's all the points I've already have brought up as far as when it comes to the information. So I guess from here on out, it's time to get into the album itself. So again, Nightfighter, which is a 9-track album affair, and it actually clocks in at 31 minutes and 17 seconds. And when it comes to the musical styles and everything of them, this is definitely more straight up, very classic 80s melodic hard rock, melodic metal, very similar to a lot of the glam metal bands of that period. I think if I have to really make any solid comparisons, it's actually somewhere a cross between Keel and Def Leppard. And the Def Leppard parts are definitely there. You definitely can hear, especially within the vocalist Rox Catalano. Here and there, I can definitely draw some comparisons to Ron Keel, but when it comes to his mid ranges and his more lower parts, he definitely just ends up sounding a little bit like Joe Elliott. Here and there, and especially on songs such as the title track, Overdrive, and of course Lost in Love. They definitely, you really can hear some of them Joe Elliott comparisons on those songs. But for the most part of songs, again, such as the opening song, Living It Up, Set the City on Fire, to of course Wildest Dreams, Overdrive, and of course Saturday Night What I Want, and of course the very last song, Rock the World, you really can hear them, very Ron Keel, who's very shouty. Even at times very similar to Joel O'Keefe of Airborne. And of course, given that they are from Australia, which is definitely one. Still, he definitely has that. And as far as when it comes to musically, again, as far as, again, when I say the Def Leppard comparisons, this is probably what I think many people would want Def Leppard to sound in this day and age. This in many ways even blows any of the most recent Def Leppard albums out of the water. If anything, this sounds more like Def Leppard than Def Leppard these days. And that's the best way I can put it without trying to completely stutter myself in this right here. But again, when it comes to highlights as far as favorite songs off this album, here's of course the very first two songs, Living It Up and Set the City on Fire. Wildest Dreams, Overdrive, and the very last song, Rock the World. Even here and there, the song Saturday Night, here and there, kind of has some parts I really dig. For the most part, the songs I just mentioned, Again, Living It Up, Set the City on Fire, Wildest Dreams, Overdrive, and Rock the World are the songs that really stand out to me. And these are definitely are great kick-ass rockers. I mean, it's on the sort of cusp of being that sort of glam metal, melodic hard rock stuff from the 1980s, but it's done in a way that I think, compared to, let's say, a band like Steel Panther these days, where it actually sounds a lot more serious. They actually, in many ways, it sounds very genuine, and really that this is the stuff that they love to do. So that's definitely the way I get it. And again, the songs I get are just great fucking kick-ass hard rockers on this album. Again, this is what I probably would have wished Def Leppard would have sounded on at least the more recent albums. But instead, this is probably, again, if you're a big Def Leppard fan and also like Keel, I definitely would recommend this album to you. I definitely would. So here, I guess I should get into my score, which is a 8.55 out of 10. Originally, I was giving this just a straight up 8 out of 10. But again, upon another listen to this album, again, I think my fourth listen, I pretty much gave it a 8.55 out of 10. I think, again, I think this is a really solid album. I mean, nothing on here is extraordinary or complete, or going to knock your socks off, It's not going to bust your balls, but I would say for what this is it's a very good, solid, modern day glam metal, melodic metal album. It's great sound. It's actually done very well. I actually dig a lot of this. I didn't really know what to really expect from this when I first checked this album out, or when I was planning on wanting to give this album a review. I didn't know what to think at first. But again, upon more of the listens, it just ends up, it sticks with me. It actually, again, it has me want to listening to more. I mean, even at 31 minutes, it really isn't too bad a timing. Again, you end up wanting to listen to the album again. It doesn't completely overstay its welcome. I was really surprised by this. So with that, if you want to check this album out, it's too bad there's really not a Bandcamp page. I know if you have a Spotify account, it's on Spotify. I guess if you also have other streaming sites, I guess, when it comes to maybe Amazon Prime, I think maybe, I don't know. If you got some of those sites, again, Spotify is the one site that I know where it's on, and I think even iTunes, again, if you got those, definitely check it out. I can't really leave you much link to there because of, again, I'm not signed up with, actually, I do have a account with Spotify, but I don't really use it, and I forgot the password. I don't feel like making another account for it, but I checked this album out, I believe, on YouTube. So again, if you can find this album on one of those places, apparently buy this album, Amazon. So with that, I don't want to go any further. I want to completely waste a lot of the video time. So with that, I'm going to get all of you to get back to what you're doing. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed this Heavy Thrash Sam out. And I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone.